Turbulent times for Germany's second largest airline. Air Berlin was forced into insolvency last month after the main shareholder Etihad Airways pulled the plug after years of losses.
It's unlikely that Air Berlin as a brand, as a company, as an airline in total, will remain on the market the way we see it now.
The carrier's stumble has opened up a fierce bidding war for its 140 planes, 8,500 employees, and its coveted runway slots at German airports. Germany's largest carrier, Lufthansa, is expected to acquire large parts of Air Berlin with the endorsement of the Economy Ministry, despite complaints from other carriers about an unfair process. The government has already given Air Berlin a $180 million bailout.
The mentality from the German government is very pro-Lufthansa. How far that influence extends is hard to say from the outside. The leverage the government has is more political than legal.
Well, the bidding isn't public. British carrier EasyJet and a joint venture which includes former Formula One champion Niki Lauda are also believed to be interested. One of the groups that suffered the most with all this Air Berlin drama has been its customers. Hundreds of flights were canceled after a group of pilots recently called in sick for 2 straight days in a protest to management about the sale process. That left around 10,000 passengers stranded. Some experts blame the airline's struggles on its lack of a clear direction.
They wanted to send the tourists to the Mediterranean Sea on the one hand. On the other hand, they wanted to have transatlantic flights, business flights. And so probably part of the problem with Air Berlin is that they didn't really find their segment in the market.
Air Berlin's management says it will announce its decision by September 25th. All shareholders and employees can do now is hope for a smooth landing. Ira Spitzer, TRT World, Berlin.
And Ira's with us now from Berlin. Great to have you, Ira. Why are so many buyers interested in a loss-making airline? And how difficult is it going to be to split this airline up?
Well, as bankruptcies go, this has really been a very dramatic buildup, sort of a wild ride. We had the pilot strike earlier in the week. But to answer your question about why people are interested in this, it is a very good question because Air Berlin is believed to be losing about 100 million euros a month now with no real sign of any turnaround. Now, one of the main reasons for the interest is because most of the bidders plan to just bid on certain parts of Air Berlin, although from what we've heard, there are likely at least 2 bidders who have bid for the whole thing, and German media is reporting that price tag at about 700 million euros. So it still is, of course, a valuable commodity because of the airplanes, because of the runway spaces. But splitting it up actually shouldn't be that difficult because Air Berlin has been sort of cobbled together over the years from various units. So to just sort of dismantle Air Berlin back into those units is actually perhaps not going to be that hard.
Ira Spitzer in Berlin, thank you very much indeed.